On the evening of August 24th, police were called to the Dunham home for a welfare check after Melissa failed to report to work for 2 days and the children missed school. At around 7:31 p.m., they found both family cars parked outside, but the mailbox was overflowing with uncollected mail and packages lay untouched on the porch. The officers felt an uneasy tension in the air as they decided to call a neighbor, Edmund, who had known the family for years, to help them check inside. As Edmund entered the home, he felt a heavy silence that didn't feel right. He called out for the Dunhams,
"Jason, are you there?"
but there was no response. With growing dread, he moved deeper into the house. What he discovered would haunt him forever. Melissa had been shot, and as he continued to search, he found Jason and the 3 children, all dead from gunshot wounds. In the quiet community of Lake Township, Stark County, Ohio, the Dunham family was well known and admired. The family seemed to embody the ideal suburban life, filled with love, laughter, and community spirit. At the heart of this family was Melissa Dunham, a dedicated mother who worked hard to provide for her loved ones. Melissa grew up in Ohio, where she excelled in school. Her academic achievements led her to Westminster College, where she laid the foundation for her future career. Melissa had a passion for numbers and finance, which drove her to earn an MBA and a master's degree in taxation from Kent State University and the University of Akron. After completing her education, she joined a local accounting firm where she quickly made a name for herself. Over 18 years, Melissa became known for her expertise in corporate tax forms and was recently promoted to partner, a testament to her hard work and determination. She took great pride in her career but always made time for her family, volunteering for school events and local activities. Jason Dunham, Melissa's husband, was a supportive partner and devoted father. Though not much is known about his early life, he worked in sales and business development for a company called POS Highway. Jason was described by neighbors as a caring father, always involved in his children's lives. However, some felt he could be a bit controlling, which raised questions about the family's dynamics. Together, Melissa and Jason had 3 wonderful children: 15-year-old Renee, 12-year-old Amber, and 9-year-old Evan. Each child had a unique personality and a variety of interests. Renee was the oldest and had a passion for music. She was active in the high school band and loved to draw. Amber, the middle child, was full of energy and creativity. She enjoyed being in Girl Scouts, baking delicious treats, and participating in sports. Evan, the youngest, was a budding athlete who loved playing baseball and was known for his impressive skills with a Rubik's Cube. The Dunham home was always lively and welcoming, filled with the sounds of laughter and joy. The family was deeply involved in their community, attending local events and supporting school functions. Melissa volunteered with the Girl Scouts of Northeast Ohio, teaching her daughters the importance of helping others and being active in their community. The Dunhams were known for their kindness and generosity, making friends easily and creating lasting bonds with those around them. However, in the months leading up to the tragic events, things began to change. Neighbors noticed that the children were playing outside less often, which sparked concern among those who had watched them grow up. The once vibrant energy that filled their home seemed to fade, and questions began to arise about what might be happening behind closed doors. As the community witnessed these changes, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. The Dunham family, once a symbol of happiness and togetherness, now seemed to be struggling in ways that were not immediately visible. The warmth and joy that defined their lives began to wane, leaving a sense of unease among friends and neighbors who had come to care for them deeply. On the evening of August 24, 2023, the tranquility of Lake Township erupted into chaos as the police received a call for a welfare check at the Dunham home. Concerned co-workers had reported that Melissa Dunham hadn't shown up for work for 2 days, an unusual occurrence for someone known for her dedication and reliability. Additionally, the Dunham children, Renee, Amber, and Evan, had missed school, raising alarms among their friends and teachers. With both parents and all 3 children unaccounted for, the situation felt increasingly dire. When police arrived at the Dunham residence shortly after 7:30 p.m., they were met with an unsettling scene. Both family cars were parked in the driveway, but the mail piled up on the porch and packages lay unopened, indicating something was seriously wrong. A neighbor, Edmund, who had known the family for years, assisted the officers in entering the home. What they discovered inside would haunt the community for years to come. All 5 family members were found dead in their bedrooms, victims of gunshot wounds.
Know the kids from the beginning and since they were babies till now. It's just heartbreaking.
The initial investigation suggested that Jason Dunham was the likely perpetrator. Reports indicated that he had a gunshot wound consistent with self-infliction, leading authorities to believe that he had shot his wife and children before turning the gun on himself. In the days that followed, the community grappled with the shocking news. Many wondered what could have driven Jason to commit such an unthinkable act. While he was perceived as a caring father, neighbors had also noted that he could be controlling. Could there have been deeper issues within the family that were not visible to those outside? Speculation ran rampant as friends and neighbors tried to piece together the puzzle of the Dunham family dynamics. The investigation revealed that both Melissa and Jason held concealed carry permits and owned firearms, raising further questions about the circumstances leading to the shooting. Was there a domestic dispute that escalated beyond control? Were there signs of underlying tensions that had gone unnoticed? Some wondered if the couple had been experiencing marital problems that culminated in this devastating event, while others speculated about the possibility of external pressures, such as financial difficulties or stress from work. Further investigation revealed that a Glock 9mm handgun had been used in the shootings, and it was determined that this firearm belonged to Jason. The presence of the gun, along with his body showing signs of a self-inflicted wound, led authorities to conclude that he was the likely perpetrator of the crime. Witnesses and neighbors contributed to the growing suspicion surrounding Jason. While many described him as a caring father, some noted controlling behavior, which raised concerns about possible underlying issues within the family. Reports indicated that there had been instances where Jason exhibited signs of stress or frustration, although there was no documented history of domestic violence or previous police calls to the Dunham home. This lack of prior incidents made the tragedy even more shocking to those who knew the family. Investigators also looked into the family's dynamics leading up to the incident, speculating that Jason might have been facing pressures, whether financial or emotional, that contributed to his actions. As authorities continued to investigate, they focused on Jason's mental state leading up to the incident. Was he struggling with issues that ultimately led him to believe that this was the only solution? The lack of prior police calls to the Dunham home suggested that there had been no history of domestic violence or complaints, adding to the mystery of what unfolded during those tragic moments. The community was left with a haunting question. How could a man known for his caring nature turn into a figure of such horror? The answers remained elusive, as friends and neighbors struggled to reconcile the image of the Dunham family they had known with the horrific events that had transpired. While the investigation pointed toward Jason as the likely culprit, the complexities of family life and the hidden struggles that can exist within a seemingly perfect household became painfully clear. In the wake of the tragedy, discussions emerged about the importance of recognizing signs of distress in families and the need for open communication. The Dunham family's story served as a stark reminder of how quickly circumstances can change and how crucial it is for communities to support each other, especially in times of crisis. As the investigation continued, the quest for understanding the motivations behind Jason's actions loomed large, leaving a community in mourning and searching for answers. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe.